Welcome to my show. Today I'm going to be talking about little sets. I'm sort of tired of talking about all the big sets. Let's talk about something little. Why should we talk about little sets? Because little sets can do amazing things. The little set can beguile the senses, can boggle the mind. Little sets sometimes are ephemeral. They're like a unicorn. They're there and they're gone. No one believes it, except that there are crazy prices on eBay or Amazon for a set that you know someone must have gotten. There's so much variety within the little set, and there is so much opportunity within the little set. So that's why I'm going to be talking about the little set today. And just what is a little set? Well, there are a few key things that make a little set a little set. One is it can be little. Number two is that it is often part of a line of sets that are a range of prices. And often the minifigures are key in a little set. But the biggest thing that differentiates a little set from a big set is price. A little set you can often get at a discount. In fact, you never expect to pay full price for a little set. So you will often start looking for a little set at 20% off, hoping for 30, maybe 40, maybe more. With a big set, you just don't expect that sort of thing. Because with a big set, you're not going to expect it to be on sale. Yes, it could go on sale, but you don't expect for it to go on sale. For example, this guy, big set or little set? Well, this is a Ninjago set. I got it 30% off from Toys R Us. It is a little set because I was expecting to get it at a discount. I would never pay full price for this set. But what about the Star Wars set? Well, this is a big set because it's $200, and I did pay full price for it because I'm not expecting it to go on sale. Maybe it will go on sale at some point, but I'm willing to pay full price for a big set, and I'm not willing to pay full price for a little set, even though they are the same size. Big set, little set. Now, a little bit trickier is when you get a set like this VW, big set or little set. Well, this is a big set for the same reasons that the Snowspeeder was a big set. You don't expect for it to go on sale. You are willing to pay full price for it, at least I am. So it qualifies as a big set. You're not expecting it to go on clearance. You're never going to find it at a Walmart clearance. So it is a big set. So there are lots and lots and lots of little sets. How in the world do you decide what you're going to get? Is it worth the time? And the answer is yes, of course it's worth the time, because little sets can do crazy, crazy things, but they can be very, very tricky to figure out as well. Let's say you're a collector and you collect Star Wars. Oh, woe is you, because there are so many little sets out there. In fact, if you look on LEGO's website, there are over 650 little sets compared to 30, 40 big sets. That is a lot of sets. I can't even name half of them because there are just so many sets. So a Star Wars collector, what are you going to do? There are just too many. You can't even collect them all. So it's really, really hard. What if you're an investor? Well, an investor, there are so many sets. It can be really hard too. You can't pay attention to 650 sets all at the same time. But one of the key things to look for when you're trying to decide what little set to buy is going to be your price. Because after all, a little set you expect to find on clearance. You expect to find it on sale. In fact, you're not even going to buy it unless it's on sale. So what should you pay? What is a reasonable amount to pay for your little set? Well, it depends on the set. So I have some examples out here. So superheroes. Lots of people are down on superheroes. There are lots and lots of superhero sets. I start thinking about superhero sets at 30% off. Obviously, 40% off would be great. 20% sometimes if there's a real reason why I want it. So 30% off or lower for superhero sets, those kind of sets. Idea sets are a little bit trickier. 20% off is pretty good for idea sets, but you got to be ready to pounce. Maybe subscribe to the BrickPicker daily deals, because sometimes these idea sets will hit 30 or 40% off, and then you got to be ready to get them because they do not last long. So you can start building up slowly with these at 20% off, but be ready to pounce when they get lower. Sometimes there are unique sets like the Speed Champions here, and that are really only available at Toys R Us or at LEGO. So expecting more than 20% off is really, really tough. So 20% off is good for these. Then you have all the mini doll sets, like the princess sets like the elf sets, like the friend sets, those, boy, you hope you can find those at Walmart clearance or Target clearance or whatever, because if you 40% off is really what you're aiming for those. But the smaller the set, the less I worry about how much off it is, because 20% versus 40% is like $1, $2, right? It's not going to be a huge deal. So the smaller the set is, the less I worry about the percent off. But sometimes for certain sets, depending on the circumstances, 20% off is okay, but really you're hoping for more than that. The one-off sets of licensed themes, like the dinosaurs were. I was happy with these at 20% off. Yes, again, Walmart clearance, hopefully you can find them for 50% off or whatever. But some of these licensed themes, if they're cool, dinosaurs. If they're not cool, Angry Birds, makes a difference, right? 20% off okay, 20% off not okay for Angry Birds. I only bought this because I wanted the pirate ship. I probably wouldn't touch these unless they were more than 50% off. Something else here, city sets. City sets, boy, 40, 50% off. They have to be, they're really low for me to consider a city set, unless there's a specific reason to want it, like this one, I really think is a cool set. So Toys R Us exclusive again. So 20, 30%, I'm okay with that. So it really, you can see it varies by theme. It varies by what is in the theme. Star Wars, of course, you know, I have the Star Wars big one here, but a Star Wars little set, again, a lot of people throw them right down there, and with the superheroes, there are just so many of them. It's hard. It becomes specific to the set within the theme about how much you should be willing to pay. And of course, the last piece of price is how much are you willing to work for it? Because people who are willing to work really hard at getting a good price will go the extra mile. What is that extra mile? The extra mile is going to get in gift cards on eBay, getting 20% off gift cards on eBay for Toys R Us, for Target, using Groupon to get discounts, using, you know, other sorts of reward points. There is a lot of stuff that you can use to make the sets cheaper than that with these other methods. Personally, I find the record keeping a headache, and I don't do it. So I just go straight up. I try and, it's not worth the time for me to go those other routes, but those other routes are there if you're willing to put the time in to even reduce those prices even further. Because this day and age, if you're looking to invest in these little sets, lots of time, getting retail for them after your fees is really pretty good. So the lower you can get below retail, the easier it is for you to make your money back. The last caution about price when trying to think about, are you getting a good price? Sometimes you'll see a set and it'll be 40% off, and you'll say, hey guys, I found this at 40% off. I think I should go buy a whole bunch. And someone will say, oh, that's an awful price. I got that for 10 bucks. I got that for 15 bucks. I got that 90% off. And they'll say, that's bad. Don't let that influence you. If your plan, you found success at 40% off superheroes, you found success at 30% off princess, then go with your experience, because those sets that you find 75% off or 90% off are just not that common. They're such a tiny, tiny percentage of the market that they will not influence it whatsoever. Don't let someone beat you down. If you think you have a good set that fits with your plan, then don't worry about it. So price is key for these little sets. Now next time, I'm going to be talking about theme. I mentioned it a little bit here, but how does theme affect what you should buy? So until next time, Lego on.